All right, let's talk about something wild. When you picture how they make a billion-dollar jetliner safe, you're probably thinking about supercomputers, right? Wind tunnels, advanced materials. But what if I told you one of the most important safety tools in all of aerospace is, well, a cannon that fires chickens? Yeah, you heard me right. Today, we're getting into the strange and frankly vital world of the chicken gun. So let's start with a number, 350 kilometers per hour. That's over 200 miles an hour. That is the kind of speed we're talking about when a bird and a modern aircraft collide, especially during those critical moments of takeoff or landing. At that velocity, the kinetic energy is just enormous. It turns a bird into a biological cannonball. So that brings us to the big, central question for engineers. How on earth do you build a machine that can take a hit like that, a sudden, violent impact, and just keep on flying safely? Well, the answer, as it turns out, is as weird as it is brilliant. To really get why this matters, we first have to understand the sheer danger we're talking about. This isn't just some minor inconvenience. It's a really high-stakes collision that engineers take very, very seriously. The official term for it is a bird strike. And look, airports do everything they can to keep birds away. They use falcons, radar, you name it. But it's impossible to eliminate the risk completely. And these strikes are most dangerous during takeoff and landing, which is exactly when the flight crew is already super busy and has almost no time to recover from an emergency. And you can see here, it's like a horrible chain reaction of things that can go wrong. A shattered windshield isn't just about not being able to see. At high altitude, that can lead to explosive decompression, a catastrophic loss of cabin pressure. But the biggest fear, the thing that keeps pilots and engineers up at night, is engine ingestion. If a bird gets sucked into a jet engine, it can cause the fan blades to just snap, leading to what's called an uncontained engine failure. That's when the engine literally tears itself apart, throwing metal shrapnel right through the wings and fuselage. It's an absolute worst-case scenario. Okay, so you've got this incredibly dangerous problem. How do you test for it? I mean, you can't just wait for planes to get hit out in the real world and hope for the best. You have to simulate it. And that brings us to the hero of our story, the chicken gun. Yeah, its technical name is the Flight Impact Simulator, which definitely sounds a lot more official. But really, it's a massive pneumatic cannon, and it's built for one very specific purpose: to fire a bird carcass at a piece of an airplane, like a windshield or an engine intake, at flight speeds, just to see if it'll break. And I know what you're thinking. Why chickens? It's honestly just practical. Chickens are cheap, you can get them anywhere, and their size and density are actually a pretty good stand-in for the kinds of birds that usually pose a threat to aircraft. It's a simple, effective, and most importantly, repeatable source of ammunition. Now, this might sound like some weird modern invention, but the idea has actually been around for a surprisingly long time. This technology has this fascinating history that runs right alongside the development of modern aviation itself. The very first one was built way back in 1942 in the US. Then the British developed their own version in the 50s. By the 70s, the US Air Force had this super advanced model for testing its military jets, and its use even went into the space program, which, believe it or not, we are going to get to in just a minute. And the way it works is just beautifully simple. You just compress a bunch of air into a tank. When you get the pressure just right, you flip a switch that opens a valve, and that massive burst of air launches the projectile. It's a really basic concept, but it's powerful enough to fire a 4-pound bird at hundreds of miles per hour. And this right here perfectly illustrates why these tests were so absolutely crucial. One of the very first tests they did was on a common DC-3 airliner, and the results were a total shock. A bird going just 75 miles per hour, that's not even takeoff speed, blew right through the windshield. It proved without a doubt that without this kind of brutal physical testing, early air travel was incredibly vulnerable. Okay, so it's a weird tool, it's got a long history, but what's the actual real-world impact? How has this strange piece of engineering made a real difference in keeping us all safe up there in the sky? Well, let's look at a perfect case study from the 1970s. This happened during the development of the iconic Boeing 757. As part of its safety certification, engineers set up a test to fire a 4-pound chicken at a stationary cockpit to simulate a high-speed bird strike. And this is the moment everything changed. The engineers were confident. They thought their design was solid. But the test revealed a catastrophic weakness. The chicken didn't just dent the plane, it went right through the cockpit's metal skin. This was a critical flaw that no computer simulation, no blueprint had ever predicted. The aftermath of this one test was huge. The cockpit had to be completely re-engineered, reinforcing the whole front section with stronger alloys and adding extra braces around the windshield. And since the Boeing 767 used the same cockpit design, it had to be changed too. In fact, there were several 767s already flying passengers that had to be recalled and brought back in for retrofitting. A single test with a single chicken prevented a potential disaster from happening over and over again. But the gun story doesn't even stop with airplanes. In 2003, after the tragic loss of the Space Shuttle Columbia, investigators were desperate to figure out exactly what went wrong, and they turned to the same basic technology. So this time, instead of chickens, engineers used the cannon to fire pieces of that insulating foam, the thing they suspected caused the accident, at shuttle wing panels. And those tests confirmed it. They proved that a foam strike absolutely could cause the kind of critical damage that led to the disaster, which helps NASA understand the problem and eventually return to flight safely. Now, there is a little bit of a debate in the engineering world about all this. Some argue for using artificial, synthetic birds. You get more consistent results, it's perfectly reproducible, and you avoid any animal welfare concerns. But a lot of engineers push back, saying that those fake birds don't accurately model the impact of bone, which can be the most damaging part of a real strike. So for now, real birds are still pretty much the gold standard. So when you boil it all down, the crucial point is this. What sounds like a punchline, a cannon that shoots chickens at airplanes, is actually one of the most important, practical, and effective safety tools ever invented. It's just a perfect example of how sometimes the simplest, most direct solution is the best one, even in a field as high-tech as you can possibly get. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other weird, ingenious, and maybe slightly bizarre tests are going on behind the scenes every single day just to make sure the complex world we all rely on keeps working safely?